What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a brand new week in the Crew Motorfest, and that means a new theme. We've got new potential money methods with the American Muscle playlist being boosted. We've got new cars being teased by the Crew Motorfest, and we've got a bunch of restrictions when it comes to the custom show, the new summit, and of course the grand races. So let's get into it, man. This is everything new this week in the Crew. Let's go. All right, starting out with the summit this week, we've got the Born in the USA Summit, and that means a new summit bundle. This is a chance for you to buy cars at a discount. So even if you're not partaking in the summit, which you should always do anyways, there's lots of free rewards there. Even if you're not partaking in the summit, you should definitely buy the summit bundle because it gives you the chance to buy cars at a discount and add them to your collection. So this week it's a $607,000 bundle, and you're gonna get the Ford Mustang Dark Horse, the 1969 Chevrolet Camaro RS, and the 2016 Ford Focus RS. As far as the rewards for this week, you've got $50,000 for bronze, 20,000 spare parts for silver. That's good for, if you're re-affixing parts and readjusting stuff. You're going to need those spare parts. A Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 Road Force 1 Edition for gold, and the Patriot Lines tire for the platinum reward this week. Now, in addition to that, for the rewards, you can get yourself 5 legend points just by doing 3 events. You can get 10,000 more spare parts for completing 6 events, and of course 100 prestige tickets for completing all 9 events this week in the summit. All right, let's talk about the new cars this week. There are none. No new cars this week. However, they did tease a bundle, which means 2 new cars. I think we usually get 2 new cars with an elite bundle. This is elite bundle number 7 that was teased in the Motorfest Discord. It's going to be coming soon. We're getting it on the 23rd, I believe. Yep, on December 23rd, we're going to have the full reveal for elite bundle number 7. We'll see what that looks like. We should get 2 new hypercars. That's usually what the elite bundle is a couple of hypercars. So we should be getting 2 new hypercars coming soon. We'll know more about that next week, so stay tuned. All right, let's take a look at the vanity shop for this week. Vehicle vanities, we've got a lot of blue this week. Blue Lightning Smoke, 70,000. That's going to be just like every other Lightning Smoke. It's $7 to purchase that. You got the Neon Lavender tire for $4, and you got the Chase Blue Lights for $7. That's normal with all the cop lights. They're all $7. If we move down into the bottom section here, we've got the Bushimira tire, which, by the way, this tire looks really good. I actually, for $1, this is a steal. It's a very nice looking tire. If it would stop spinning for just 1 second so we could look at it. Go to the front, please. Thank you. There you go. It's a Bushimira. It's got the Bushimira white writing and then the yellow line. I like it. I think it looks good for $1. Might be the best vanity in the store right now. You've got the Ghost Underglow, which kind of gives you like a weird eerie feeling, but it's just a specific color, $2.50. The Green Thunder Nitro and the White Bands tire, and then the Nala Horn. And then we have the Rainbow Party Underglow and the most annoying vanity ever, which is this Pumpkin Jack Purple Smoke. It's not even smoke, dude. It just happens all the time when you're driving it. If you test drive this, look at what this looks like, and it's so annoying. It's almost like the retro engineering horn, or not horn, what is it, engine vanity? When you're driving, this just has pumpkins behind you. No matter what, it's not even a smoke, dude. It's literally just a trail behind your car all the time. It's $7 if you want to annoy every single person in the grand races. You can do it with $7 here. And then finally, we have the Mass Nitro for $4 and the Multicolor Nitro for $2.50. Let's check out the custom bundles for this week. We have 2 of them actually, which is strange. Usually there's only 1 custom bundle, but the custom bundle this week for the Chevrolet Corvette C7 ZR1, which, by the way, the ZR1 is great for top speed. We're going to talk about that a little bit later when we get into the grand race stuff. The ZR1 here in the custom bundle is about 40,000 cc if you own the car already, which is a steal. That's $4, and you get 1, 2, 3 vanities, and this prismatic blue vanity is a $7 vanity. This is always $7. You never get this prismatic one, no matter what color it is. You don't get this for under $7. So this is an absolute steal for this week. $4, and you get these 3 vanities plus the black tint if you don't have it. That's a 4 vanity thing for $4. It's a great deal. You guys should definitely take advantage of this. Now, the disclaimer is that once you own vanities, I have no idea what this actually costs. It says 40,000 crossed out down to 28 because I own these vanities. That's what I think it means. But if you are out there and you can correct me on this, if you own none of these vanities and you're watching this video, what is the price of your bundle? Please leave it in the comments below so people can know. This price should be 40,000. but I really don't know. I own the car and I own 3 of the vanities that are for sale for this. So it's really only $2,800 for the one vanity for me. I don't know if that's the full price of the bundle. Anyways, the prismatic one alone is $7 normally. So if you get it under 70,000, if your price is under 70,000, this is a steal. Let's move on to the other one. The other custom bundle this week is we've got a 15% discount on the F80. So you get an F80, which by the way, don't buy the cars in the custom bundle. Buy them in the shop for bucks. Don't buy them with CC. You're wasting your money. That being said, we've got a couple of different things. We got the Billionaire's Work Smoke. It's whatever. It's like a regular smoke, but maybe like a little more cigar-y, if that makes sense. And then we've got the Neon Blade Nitro, which actually is a nice nitro. I think this is a good one. I like this. We should do this more often. This is a nice one. Anyways, this is why I think the other pricing is off, because this one is 50,000. You only get 2 vanities with this. Kind of weird. The other one offers more vanities, but it's cheaper. I don't know what's going on here. If you can correct me in the comments, please do that because it would help the community out. Let's move on. Let's talk about the custom show this week. Custom show is themed with the Born in the USA theme. We've got rewards here: 100,000 XP for bronze, 100,000 bucks for silver, and 100 prestige tickets for gold with the Patriotic Lines Underglow. By the way, I'm gonna throw up some B-roll here so you can see what this looks like in the nighttime, because this is pretty like faded. This one is not that good. I have this underglow already, so I figured I'd just throw this up so you guys can see it. Anyways, it's all right. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got a little American flag, like stars and stripes feel to it, which is great. Good for this week's theme. The registration restrictions for this week are street USA cars, USA street cars, or American street cars. So you're gonna have to filter it out. If you want to know how to filter, obviously just go to your profile, go to video, go over here to the filters. You can select the country, go down to USA, and then select street 1 and street 2. And these are all the cars that you can register for the custom show. I did a stupid one. I just registered this, let's see, where is it? This guy here, the Ford Focus RS. I've already got 3 votes, man. I'm excited about that. Only one of them is mine, so shout out to you guys for voting for my cars. Let's move on to the thing that you guys are all wondering, and that is the grand races this week. We have some new modifiers like every single week. This week they threw in an air only section, so it's air only modifier, which means we get to drive the jets in the grand races again this week, which is not that exciting for me. But we also have no collisions like every single week, and one that's not showing here because we just don't have enough of these in the schedule, which is the main stage. Main stage is actually limited to Street 1, Street 2, and Hypercar American only. So we need to know which cars are the best ones for those classes, and I've got a list for you. Let's start off with Hypercar. In Hyper, we have the Ford GT. This is the all-around best car in Hyper for American cars. It's got a very controllable feel. It gutters very well. It's easy to handle. Anyone can use it. It's actually pretty good on technical routes, but I would not take it on a highway. It just doesn't have the top speed. For the highways, I recommend the ZR1. That car is very good for highways. It goes 306, I believe, in slip. And then if you're in slip and you're nosing at the end of the race, you can get up to like 312 or 313, something like that. So it's a good one for highway routes only. And then if you need another all-around car, maybe something that's a little bit more aggressive, you have the C8. The C8 is very slippery though, so you really have to be good with your throttle control, but it is a good car. It might be faster than the Ford GT. Those are my 3 recommendations for Hyper. And I know we have like the Hyper sections, and you have to pick all American cars. So those are the 3 ones. Just try to look at the route. If it's a technical section, go with the Ford GT or the C8. If it's a highway section or a more straight section, make sure that you put the ZR1 on that particular section. Anyways, that is it for the Hyper. Let's move on to Street 2. Street 2 is kind of interesting. It is basically wide open. There's a lot of cars that are going to be viable in Street 2 for American Street 2 cars. But the ones that I'm going to recommend today are the Corvette Interception unit. That's like an all-around really good car. And you can actually use the Donut Media one as well. Also an all-around really good car. But for something a little bit more technical, I think it's a C6 ZR1. But the ZR1 is a much more technical car. It gutters really well. It handles really well. Maybe the highest lateral G stat in the class, if I'm not mistaken. And so I would definitely go with that. For high speed highways, it's going to be the Demon Awaken edition or the DMC-12 Rival DeLorean. That also has pretty good top speed, but I'm pretty sure the Awaken edition actually goes just like a slightly more. Now that I'm thinking about it though, you can actually also use the Charger Hellcat Red Eye Wide Body. So many names. You can use that one as well. It's got a pretty good top speed, but it's definitely not like my pick. I would say go with the Demon Awaken edition first in terms of like highway straight routes. Now for Street 1, let's talk about Street 1. We've got the Ford Focus above all. Ford Focus is the best car in the class when it comes to American street cars, and the Mustang Mach-E is going to be your like high acceleration, like super technical routes, you can use the Mach-E. If you just want something different and you want to use it, you can use the Camaro RS. It's actually got great handling for straight one. It's not easy to lose control of that car either, so go with that in terms of technical ST1s. If you're not using the Mach-E, if you don't like the way the Mach-E runs, then use the Camaro RS. But you need to be careful with the Camaro RS because it doesn't have the acceleration of the Mach-E. So you got to kind of figure that out a little bit. All right, that's it for the grand races. Let's move on to money methods because this is always interesting every single week. For this week, you've got a 50% boost on this playlist here. The American Muscle, a Mustang tribute playlist. 50% boost. You would think that something in here with 50% boost is going to be the new money method for the week, and you're wrong. The best race in this for money is Detroit Finisher, and you have to do this with AGP. So it's a Street 1 event. You do it in AGP. It's the fastest way to make money. You can make about $1 million per hour. If you're just set, you're dead set on just making money here, then go for it. But this is not the way to do it. The best ways to make money this week in the Crew Motorfest are the same four as we had last week, which are Hummer Express in AGP, Ride in My Buick in AGP, Get It or Don't Come Back in Hyper, and Kiss Me Combi in AGP. Kiss Me Combi is the easiest out of all of them, but you make the least amount of money. Ride in My Buick is the most hard one out of all of them because you really have to keep a good pace to get a lot of money. Hummer Express, again, very easy. You can make 1.4 million per hour on Hummer Express. This one, Detroit Finisher, 1 million per hour. So just don't do it. Move on to the next thing. All right, lastly, let's talk about the main stage and its challenges. We have new challenges this week, like always. This is a great place to get XP and money. You can get lots of money just by doing these. These are very easy challenges, like this playlist one, complete 2 events, drive 7.4 miles in XP boost vehicles. By now, if you've been watching this series, you got to know that this little text here on the bottom of these challenges is the vehicle restriction. They need to change this UI because this is not very clear, but it needs to say like vehicle restriction born in the USA bundle. So for this particular challenge, you have to use a born in the USA bundle. Now keep in mind, blue is playlist. That's just you racing by yourself with playlist. Orange is competing against other players, PvP, grand races, summits, that type of thing. And green is exploration. It's all your free roam stuff. You're gonna be driving in free roam, you're gonna be getting treasure boxes, that whole thing, but that's the basic rundown of this. You want to do this every week to get your XP and to get your bucks, because every single challenge like category here, it gives you what, 10 plus 20 plus 40. So you're looking at 70,000 bucks for each one. So if you just do these, which are really easy to do anyway, you're going to be getting not only money for doing the stuff, but also extra money for doing these challenges. So it's kind of worth it. Now, as far as the main stage itself, I haven't really spent too much time talking about this because it's not a weekly thing, but I want to just remind you guys that you can get legend points, you can get bucks, you can get new cars, you can get titles, which is World Rider. We'll just move on. You can get a new engine vanity here with the Keep It Natural, which gets rid of the turbo noise. If you don't like turbo noises, then this is the one for you, man. I don't know who doesn't like turbo noises, but somebody, because this was created. Anyways, you can get lots of stuff here, so don't ignore this. Definitely try to level up your legend track. All right, that's it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, you can send me a DM on Instagram or Discord, and I read every single message that comes my way. If you're looking for the spot for no-nonsense Motorfest content, you really found it. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I will catch you on the next one. Trigger out.